Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're okay. I hope that you had fun on the weekend. I hope that you got the opportunity to finish the three sentences that I gave you. Pretty easy. Um, I'm gonna write the date on top of here because we are doing a review, okay? And we're gonna continue with present continuous after this. So today is Monday, January 11th, 2021. Okay, now the topic is review, so you can write in here topic review. Okay, I'm sorry that I'm not erasing yet, but I need the things that I wrote last week for you to remember what we're doing. Okay, so the topic is review. Now remember, last time we said that we were making sentences. When we were making sentences in future, we have to use the word will before the verb, before the action. And we were saying that will has the meaning of voy a, vas a, va, vamos a, y van a in Spanish. And we were saying that it's much more easier to do the sentences in future in English than in Spanish, because in English we are using only one word, and in Spanish we're using a ton of them. Okay, excellent. We were also making examples with the different verbs that I gave you, or the different pronouns, sorry. So I made it until here, and then I told you to make for today one sentence with she, one with he, and one with it. So I'm going to give you an example of what my sentence would look like, and then you have to check if your sentence kind of look the same or if you're missing something, okay? So the first thing that I have to do after she is to write will, okay? And then I can write eat enchiladas. See, something very simple, nothing complicated. She will eat enchiladas. Ella va a comer enchiladas. So as you can see, the sentence doesn't necessarily have a translation, because will doesn't have a translation. Will has an interpretation because it's more than one word in Spanish and it has more than one meaning. Now for will, he will try to rest. Now, we don't know why he cannot rest, but he will try this time. Will try. And last but not least, it will run down again. Maybe it's a dog, maybe it's a car, but it's something that will run down again, okay? So as you can see, these are the examples that I think that you should have done. Not specifically the same, obviously. You are creative and smart, so you can make your own sentences. I was just giving you example of what your sentences would look like. Okay, so now I'm going to erase, and after doing will, okay, I'm going to explain a little for you present continuous, so we can move on, because remember, this is a review because we have done present continuous before. We have to move on a little forward. Now we are going to write in here present continuous tense. Now, the present continuous tense is a time that happens constantly. So we are going to write this is a time that happens constantly. Now we have this in Spanish, and obviously there's gonna be an interpretation for it, and I'll give it to you so you can understand how can you apply the knowledge that you have gotten through time and turn it into something that we are learning today that is new. Okay, so to make sentences in present continuous, we need something very important. To make sentences in present continuous, we add ing to the end verb. How? For an example, we have clean, and then if we add ing, we have cleaning. Now, what does ing mean in Spanish? In Spanish, ing means ando, endo, and indo. How is that? Because you say clean, which is limpio, and this is ando, endo, indo, then this would be limpiando. Limpio, limpiando. So clean, so ing gives you the execution of an action, okay? When you are doing such action. Now, but in order for you to be able to make sentences in present continuous, you also should know. You want to see them? Okay. Come. Come. Ven. Venga. 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 No se enoja. Say hi to them. So the other cats didn't work. I'm not going to tell you the story. This is Lola. This is not mine. She belongs to my sister. Oh, yeah. She's angry most of the time. She doesn't like the cameras. She's a little playful, but sometimes she's just noisy because she wants something, okay? So you have to learn not only your ing for ando, endo, indo in your action, but also your verb to be. How? We have verb to be. Your verb to be has a name that is very fun. Are, is. Amaris, we said that is a name of a woman, but we use it to remember that this is what we should do and this is what we should use in order to make sentences in a specific tense present continuous. How does this work? We have a specific verb to be for every pronoun and noun. For an example, if I have I, you, we, and they, I is you, we, and they is are, and she, he, and it is Amaris. So as you can see, these are the verb to be that you are going to use to specify what someone is doing in English. But in Spanish, we have kind of the same, but they're a little different. If we're writing here, yo, tú, él, ella, nosotros, vosotros, some people use it, ellos, ellas. So it depends on what the situation is, because you can say soy o estoy. Tú eres o sos, depends of the country, or estás. Él es o está. Ella es o ella está. Nosotros somos y estamos. Ellos son o están. Ellas son o están. So as you can see, the list of verbs to be in Spanish is humongous and it's really complicated because you have to be able to understand in which are you talking about. This is super long, much easier in English that you say I am, and in this case you say tú eres niño, tú estás alegre, you are a boy, you are happy. So for estás y for eres, or for soy y for estoy, are and am and is the same. You don't have to change it like in Spanish. You say ella es niña, ella está corriendo. So you say es and está. But in English, you say she's a girl, she's running. So as you can see, English is much more easier because you only use 3 verbs to be in case of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5 times more that the work in Spanish than in English. So we will do English because it's super easier. But we're gonna leave it until here today, and then on Tuesday we are going to continue explaining how to make your present continuous sentences. I hope that you enjoy, I hope that you have fun, and I'll see you Wednesday. Okay? Bye guys. Copy everything in the notebook.